Today I'm gonna go thrift shopping and I'm in Berlin. And let's see what we find. I hope it's fun and I'm really excited because I haven't been thrift shopping in like forever. Let's do this.
Hello. I just want to explain what we're doing because I didn't really explain that in the beginning. We're going to 2 different thrift stores. One is like a normal one and the one is like a fancy one. And then I look for stuff and then at the end I have a haul. So stick around to that to watch that.
The first store is called Humana. It's definitely more of the traditional store with terrible selection of women's jeans, but quite the collection of funky looking jackets. It had a familiar Goodwill feel of like clothing freshener stuff and like white tiles. That was a nice reminder of home. But for some odd reason, I find myself attracted to men's button-ups recently. This store was surprisingly expensive, even compared to the uprise of thrift store prices due to the demand. For example, this jacket was 40 euros. Yummy. I would normally spend up to like 4 hours in these types of places if I had the energy, but sometimes I just don't. They had quite an extensive collection of dead animals as jackets, so I thought I would just take the pleasure of trying one on to see what it feels like to be Cruella de Vil. And my conclusion, it's fun and I like it. But I mean, I wouldn't want to be Cruella because she was bad. She killed dogs. Bad. I found some super cute overalls, but unfortunately they were broken. It made my crotch area look really weird. A weakness I have is always thinking like leather jeans will look good and make me look like a biker. It only makes me look like my legs are in individual corsets and my butt is squished like a marshmallow in between 2 graham crackers, so never works. What I bought, literally one thing. I ended up purchasing this red pattern blouse. I love the pop of color, but it's also kind of subtle at the same time, but also fun. And I like pairing blouses with high-waisted jeans, which are the only jeans I own, but yes. And I like to tuck them in like this. It keeps it super flowy and classy. And I also saw that this was marked down because of a defect in the store, but I couldn't find it. And then I only discovered when I got home that there was a huge freaking rip in it. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Actually, I won't fix that, probably. And I'm just gonna, ignore it and make it feel like it's giving off a rough vibe or something. But I also like to button up these shirts for like a grandma traditional look. Yeah, I pretty much buy blouses like this 80% of the time I go thrifting. To complement the red tones, I went with a gold chain, not real, of course. I also thrifted this one a few years back, and I also paired it with these thick hoop earrings. Surprise, my glasses that I happened to be wearing because I didn't want to put my contacts in matched very, very well with my blouse. That was very nice. The next thrift store. Here's one of the overpriced, self-selected, trendy thrift stores many of us know or want to not know, but they did a super good job at finding super cool stuff. I was a little overwhelmed actually with how many potential clothing options there were. They had a description for the clothing I found kind of funny, saying, "This high quality garment has been selected among thousands of pieces for all over the world. It is unique," which is a fancy way of saying someone's grandma used to wear this. But their pricing system went by the kilo, so if your clothing item has, for example, a green tag, every kilo will be 65 euros. They also had a handy weigher thingy to figure out the price of your items. I thought this idea was cool, but also very challenging for my lack of mathematical comprehension. There were a few good finds. First, there was this almost fluorescent and silky looking blouse, but it looked lumpy towards the bottom, and I didn't feel like a skinny legend. Should I? What? I'm not saying that. I didn't feel good. We'll say that, okay? Anyways, and then I saw this dress and imagined myself like running through a flower field with it. I thought I needed it, but unfortunately it fit everywhere except for my tummy, so that wasn't an option. Next was this paisley blouse, and it was super comfy, and I thought the pattern and fit were really flattering and could pair up with a lot of items in my wardrobe. Here's this super long, funky skirt with like a garden type scene on it, but unfortunately, again, it couldn't button on my yummy tummy, which left me bummed because it was awesome. This can't button on my yummy tummy problem happens every time I go to the thrift store, maybe just because I have a bad comprehension of my size and still think I have the same body from sophomore year. But at least I found these cool jasmine pants, but they kind of made my legs look like weird turkey stuffer, like cake frosting thingies, so that didn't work either. Alrighty, here's my haul from Pick and Wait. Not really, but I'm going to say so anyways. I didn't show these pants earlier, but here's some light beige, fancy kind of not really pants. I don't really know what these are called. I love the lighter tone, so they can make an outfit seem fancier than it really is, and because of the subtle color, I can pair it with a ton of things that I already own. Sad news, I own almost an identical belt, but it wore through. I've never owned anything long enough for it to fall apart. Wow, I am becoming my dad and wearing the same belt for 3 years straight. Anyways, I love the small leafy leather details on this belt. It adds some extra spaz to just like the simple normal belt it would be otherwise, or is still. And I ended up purchasing the paisley blouse. I paired it with a light pair of jeans and the same gold jewelry from earlier. One sec, wouldn't it be cute if I paired this with like a dark skirt underneath and a waist belt and some tights? Yes, I think so too. Just like the other blouse, it's super easy just to button this up and tuck it in for the, again, grandma inspired type look.
Thank you for watching, guys. This video was definitely inspired from my kind of addiction of watching Best Dressed, but I think she's just like pulling out, you know, a part of me that needs to be out, which is buying clothes and making it look cute. Okay. Anyways, I love you. Bye.